right, so I said it in my first presentation, I'll say it again. These are best in class. We do not offer a better set of solar lights here at HSN. You'd be hard pressed to find a better set anywhere if you could find them in retail, but you can't. We have the exclusive here with Eveready. They are the best in class. Why? They are stainless steel and they are glass. There is nary a bit of plastic. The only thing we use is the spike that goes into the ground. That's a little bit flexible so you can get it into the ground. Everything else are high class, high end, classy materials. How many are you getting? Normally we do 6, sometimes we do 8. But everybody that orders them was like, I wish they would do a 10-pack because I need that many lights. You're gonna get 10 of these. They are beautifully made. It's our largest configuration. It is the Eveready brand. And again, you're gonna get curb appeal. You're gonna get ambiance. You're gonna get safety. You're gonna get security. And the reflection that this gives off is 20% brighter than it was in the past. I cannot emphasize ordering these early because they sold out last year, and these have been improved. They're a little bit brighter, a lot of other things we'll talk about. So our price today was $114.99. You won't pay that. We took $55 off the price. They're almost half price. And instantly, all you do is you put them together. I'll show you how quick that is. That takes about 10 seconds, and you pop them in the ground. That is it, all right? They're available on FlexPay. 20 bucks gets them home, and you're on your way to making your property look so unbelievable. Take a look at this before and after we're gonna show you in a minute. And this is Nicole's house. Which house looks more expensive? Just tell me. Here it comes. Which one? The one on the left or the one on the right? It's the same dang house. The only difference is one has beautiful, easy solar lighting. Our indoor-outdoor everything expert, Tracy Kane, is here. Hi, Tracy Kane.
Hello, good morning.
We have been so busy.
I know, it's incredible.
Well,
you know why?
Why?
Because there were 3 things that set us apart from everywhere else.
Tell me.
Did you know no one else can claim that their lights, they maintain 91% of their brightness after 8 hours? 1. 2, no one else can give you a 2-year warranty. And number 3, Eveready is only sold here at HSN.
You got to get them.
That's it.
We've already, I think 1,200 or 1,300 people picked them up in our last hour, which is so great. But let's go through colors really quick, and then we'll break down why they're so great. Go ahead. I'm going to let you do it. You know them better than me.
All right. So let's start out over here on my left. This whole 10-pack set, this is what you're getting. This is the oil-rubbed bronze, always our best seller. Beautiful. It's a very warm, a little bit of a brownish tone to it. Then we also have the matte black. This refers back to like an ironwork. If you have iron on your home, maybe it's a Mediterranean feel or a modern farmhouse, this is perfect. The stainless steel, this is always a crowd favorite as well because it adds a little like shimmer, a little shine to your yard. This looks pretty day and night. And then brand new, hot off the press, we have the gunmetal. So this is a really true gray. I love this with like a beachy environment. This would probably look great at Guy's house, I'm assuming.
Oh, well,
because you live near the beach.
Yes, and
right?
my house is kind of a light blue. So blue and gray go really, really well. You could do literally, you could pick any color. You know, but it's totally up to you and your style and like you said, where you live, the kind of neighborhood you live in. But guys, you will absolutely love these. Now we're going to talk about quality. Go ahead, Trace. This is where we start.
All right, so all glass and all metal construction, okay? Stainless steel and glass. But look at the thickness of this glass right here, right? I mean, that really sets us apart. Then you have it smooth on the inside, ribbed on the outside, but you also have this great pyramid on the inside, that prism effect. That is going to give you that starburst pattern, so beautiful. Then you have this lid, right? So first of all, when you put this on, it's not going to come off. The wind is not going to blow this off. Nice and sturdy. You have a huge crystalline panel on there. That is what is absorbing those sunlight rays to fuel your battery, your Eveready rechargeable battery. And look at how bright that is right there.
Gosh.
That's 10 lumens of light. That's 20% more brightness over last year. And 2 more light fixtures in addition to that. They sit 21 inches tall. And they're 6 inches wide. I mean, look at how beautiful this is.
And you could tell the quality by you see how quickly they turn on. They're very light sensitive.
Yes, they are.
And that is because of that big jumbo solar panel that's on top. I want you to walk back with us. And we have them displayed in our little living area back here. It's kind of an outdoor living area. focusing back here in this corner. This is, to me, I mean, we have ferns and we have like grasses back here. Tracy, the way it reflects is unbelievable.
It is. It's so elegant looking. This actually, looking at this today, has made me want to put planters into my yard because of how stunning this looks. And you can see, because they're over 20 inches tall, they're sitting up high above all the greenery. So you're getting that reflection onto all your greens. You're able to appreciate all your landscaping, whether it's day or night. It looks so beautiful.
It really does. And again, all you do is, and I'll show you in a minute, you put them together and you stick them in the ground. There's no wiring. There's no timers. Yeah. You don't have to worry about anything. Once you put them in the ground, they can be permanent, or if you move, you can always take them with you. Yeah. So let me show you. This is basically what you're going to do. You get them in a box, right? You got 4 parts. So this is the part that goes in the ground, all right? And
do you know what that's made out of?
You tell me.
It is a high-quality resin.
Ooh, so that makes me feel good.
You can use that, right? Just say it again, high-quality resin.
High-quality resin. It's a little bit flexible, but that's to be able to get it in the ground, because that's the part that's going to go in the ground. Then you have a tube on the top. You kind of push that down, just like that. That's one. And then you take the glass. Remember, real glass, better on this side. All right? And look at how thick that is. And then you pop that on top, push it in, and then you take the lid and you give it a twist. And that is all that you need to do. Then you bring it over to the ground, wherever you want, and you pop it in the ground. That is it. It'll go in the ground, it'll go in the grass, it'll go in a potted plant, it'll go anywhere you want it to go, and you're gonna get 10 of these. Now the retail for 10, where is it? $199. And guys, these are not throwaways, all right? These come with a 2-year warranty. These are not plastic, cheapo, ones from the cheapo place. You know what I'm talking about. You're gonna have these year after year after year, and they're just as beautiful during the day because they kind of sparkle off the sunshine. And then when the night comes on, there's no timer to set. They are totally automatic. As soon as they sense that the sun is down, they will turn on. So when you're getting home from work, or whatever it is you're getting home from, you will have that welcoming neighborhood feel. And not only that, your neighbors will appreciate that you care about the neighborhood. Because when you put lights up, you send that message. You know what? We care about our house.
Oh, for
we
sure.
cut the grass. We keep the windows clean.
Yeah.
We put lights outside.
Well, it's always the fancy neighborhoods that you drive through, and every house has beautiful
because they're not doing it themselves.
No, they aren't, right? They're paying all that money to, first of all, buy those lights. Second of all, bring out the electrician. Third of all, repairing them, because those lights, those wires are always getting cut. The bulbs are running out. These are going to keep on running for you. These are LED lights. They don't get hot. They're not going to scorch your plants. They're not going to smoke. There's no steam coming off of them when the snow is hitting them or the rain. Actually, we're going to show you how that looks when the water hits them, because it just hits it, and that's it. There's no maintenance whatsoever. The hardest thing about these is to decide where to put them.
Well, I was going to say leave the lights down because you can see the water on it a little bit better, but that's fine. We can do it. Either way, we can do it. But these are designed to be in the rain and the sleet and the snow and the wind. Yeah. In fact, Tracy brought up a good point that even during our hurricane, none of your lights blew away.
No, they were all there when I came back. I mean, everything else was a mess, but my lights looked fantastic.
My awning was like a mile away.
Was it?
My awning.
I'm sure it was.
My awning just blew out. And believe it or not,
our entire fence was down.
That's what we do in
Florida.
But
our lights were standing.
Yep, guess what? I ordered another awning. I will not be defeated by a storm. Listen, we know you have a choice of how you want to decorate your house. We're not talking about decorating inside. We're not talking about you buying rugs or painting, whatever. We're saying, listen, your house is beautiful, but it sits there in the dark and nobody sees it. We're going to show you a before and after again of what we think is Nicole's house. It might not be Nicole's house. It's a beautiful house. I don't think it's Nicole's house, but I think the lighting pathways are hers. But the point right here, look at this. When you're driving up to a house for a party, which one looks more welcoming? When you're getting home from work, which house and driveway would you rather drive into? I mean, it's not even close. You want to go into the welcoming one. You want to go into the warm house, right? You want to go into the house that looks like there are people home. So there's your safety and security, right? If I see a house that's all dark, no lights, I'm like, oh, there's got to be nobody home.
Or
right?
nobody cares about it. That's the first thing
Yeah.
I think about, right? I'm like, oh, they can't even put an outside light on. Well, guess what? These are solar, so you don't have to worry about turning them on, turning them off. No matter what, whether you're home, you're away, your lights are going on. Your house is always going to look beautiful. And this is the easiest way to increase your curb appeal. So it's instant gratification. You take them out, you put them up, and that's it. You go out to the street at night and you just say ooh and ah over your home. When the rain hits, nothing is going to happen, okay? These are not going to go down. They're not going to rust. This is stainless steel and glass construction, so very high quality. This crystalline panel, this is the same technology they use as all like the solar panels on all the big corporate buildings.
Yeah.
So you know that this is going to give you so much light. It's high quality. It's going to stand up to all the weather elements, which I love.
These, if you look at this one right here that you're looking at, this is $5.99. That is a steal for this.
I paid more for my coffee this morning.
I remember, well, I told you, I told you
Yeah.
10 years ago when Peter was doing this, we were doing an 8-pack for like $119.
Yeah.
The technology was expensive. Solar panels were expensive. The prices have come down a little bit, but this quality has gone up. Because what Eveready does is they're like, listen, we got to give these people at least 2 years. And I would expect that. I mean, you got to but nobody else does that.
Nobody.
You know why? They want you to buy more lights next year.
Yeah.
Every year they want you to buy more. And you can go to the depots and all those places, and I'm not poo-pooing them, they're great stores. I know sometimes you got to go there, you need stuff that we don't have. But I will tell you, they do a variety of wired and wireless lights. And their lights for an 8-pack of wired lights are over $100, all right? If you're gonna get solar is more expensive, all right?
Yeah.
You're never gonna, now you could go there and you could buy plastic lights for maybe less than $5.99, and then next year, you'll spend another whatever you pay, and the following year, and the year after that, because those are one season light. These are designed to last year after year after year, Trace.
They are, I'm like guys saying, there's a 2-year warranty on these. This is the only place that you can get 91% of that luminosity after 8 hours. So what does that mean? These are going to go on when your sun goes down. They're going to stay light and bright throughout the entire night. So when Guy and I get up and it's still dark out when we're coming to work, our lights are still on. We're still feeling great when we walk outside of our home and not like you're walking into the pitch black. I mean, Matt gets up and he goes to the gym at 5 a.m.
Yeah, well,
he's crazy.
Yeah, because he's crazy.
And so when he walks the dogs, though, it's really nice that there's still this beautiful starburst pattern going on in our yard. So he can see when there's those little raccoon critters going around.
Hey, I have a couple of them near my recycle bin too, my garbage can too, because I don't want to be surprised.
Yeah.
You and I are from up north. We know the little black
skunks.
the little black cats with the white stripe down their back that are called skunks. If you've ever been sprayed by a skunk or had a dog sprayed by a skunk, you want light out there, and that's what you're going to get. Safety, security, ambiance, and the biggest thing is a sense of pride. And I tell you, when I bought, it's funny, when you're a kid and you're renting, you don't give a crap about anybody else's pride. You do the best you can. You pay your rent, whatever. When you finally have a home or a condo or whatever it is, wherever you live, you want to take pride in that. I told Tracy in the first show, when I first got my very first home in Arizona, beautiful house in a tract neighborhood, but I had a view of the Superstition Mountains. It was amazing at night. The sun would set. But I remember before, when I was driving through the neighborhood before I purchased, I looked at the homes that were already done. It was about, I think I said 50 or 60% already built. And a couple of them people were living in. And the difference between the ones that had lighting outside, like in their yard, and the ones that didn't was literally day and night. Like I was like, I want that so bad. I want my house to look majestic. I want my house, I want people to drive by and slow down. That's why I do Christmas lights every year, because I like when people look at my house.
Of course.
And I like the fact that when I'm away on vacation, the lights are still on at night. They're there, and I don't have to pay a penny for that, any extra.
Well, I like because your house doesn't ever look any different, right? Your neighbors aren't ever gonna be like, oh, yeah, the Canes aren't home right now because they didn't put their lights on yet. Nope, my lights are going on as soon as that sun goes down, so I don't have to worry about it. I wish I could have solar lights for like all the hanging lights off of my house.
Yeah, I know.
Right? So I don't have to worry about that.
Isn't it nice? It's so easy.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
I know. You just get them home, you take them out of the box. It's going to take you, it might take you 5 minutes to put all of them together. It is so simple.
How long does it take you to stick something in the ground? That's pretty much it, because putting them together, each one takes about 15 seconds to put together. So I don't know of another like home property transformation that you can do faster that elevates your home, not only aesthetically, but financially. Because I'm telling you, and you know this because you've dealt with realtors like I dealt with realtors. You guys have probably moved and had several homes.
I was a realtor at one point.
You were, yeah. All right, so you know better than anybody. And if you're a realtor and you're walking around and you look at a house and there are no landscape lights, you're like, guys, put them in. I mean, you don't realize that can jack up your price $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 because it's the visual appearance of the house.
Oh, yeah.
That's what draws people before they even go inside.
Right.
Right?
Well, and you know, when there's buyers considering a home, they're driving by that house a few times before they make you an offer.
Yep.
So when they go by in the evening and they see your yard is lit up with these beautiful lights that are maintaining their brightness for over 8 hours, 91% brightness, they are going to stop and they're going to think twice again. They're gonna be like, oh, that is the home. It looks so beautiful. And speaking of realtors, if you're looking for, I'm gonna talk to the realtors now. If you're looking for a gift for your new home buyers, this is perfect. They're going to think of you every time, every night when those lights go down and these lights come on. They'll be thrilled to have these in their yard. This is an all glass and stainless steel construction. I mean, look here, the weather elements, right? It's like hitting at it. It's okay. You can put these in the ground, leave them in all year round, and they look just as beautiful in the wintertime, in the snow, as they do in the summer. I mean, it kind of gives you that like, okay, everything's dead around us, but my snow looks fantastic.
Yeah, and even if you have it around greenery, like shrubs or you know, if you have bushes outside. So we're gonna do colors, and again, Tracy's gonna go over that in a sec, but I wanted to also say this. Some people are out there and they're going, hey, listen, I know everybody likes the 10-pack, but I only need 5. Give the other 5 to somebody else. Give them to your neighbor. Give them to your kids.
5? You have a front yard and a backyard.
If you live in a condo or an apartment, you may not need a bunch of them, but you can always separate them. And remember, because they're not hardwired, they go with you. If you leave your home, and you may or may not want to do that, you may want to leave them for the neighbors, it's not going to break the bank, but if you do leave your home, you can take these with you because they're not part of the actual structure of the house. Also, other uses. I said before, I bring them out to the beach at the 4th of July, and I put 4 or 5 of them in a circle around a towel and our chairs, and that's our like little home base. You could bring these camping. You can bring them anywhere, right, that you need to go, because they're so easy to take apart and put back together, or take out and put back in and install. So remember, we're talking about the best quality. We're talking about stainless steel, glass, inside. Remember, look at how thick that glass is, okay? And there's the diffuser at the bottom. That's what spreads that light through the lens and actually gives you that great pattern. And then, of course, the panel. I'll make sure I don't drop that off the ground. Look, it just wants to roll off. All right, here's the panel. So nice big solar panel, monocrystalline panel, permanent lifetime battery inside. And then remember, when you cover it, look at the brightness of that light. Look at how quick. So immediately it responds. And then what it does is it then reflects inside, and that's what creates that amazing pattern. Guys, we are very busy. Use express ordering. Tracy's gonna go through colors one more time. And I would say Kyle, what's the most limited? Ooh, the graphite.
That's what I'm gonna get. No, I'm guessing the gunmetal. Oh, is that, oh, he said the graphite?
Graphite's the black one, right?
Yeah. What did Kyle tell you?
Yeah, Kyle said graphite's graphite, right, Kyle? So the black.
Okay, so black is selling quick, guys. Okay, so usually our best seller is the oil rub bronze. That's what you have here. This is what you're seeing, that whole setup here. This is exactly what you're getting, 10 of these lights, which is incredible. So this is a really like soft, really, really dark brown color. We're seeing brown become so popular in trends. It came back in fashion. It's gone to the interiors. Now it's going to trickle out to the exteriors because that's just how the trends go. So great way to bring that into your yard. It's nice and soft looking. We have that graphite black. That goes back with all the iron look. Maybe you have a modern farmhouse. That's a fantastic look there. Our stainless steel, always really popular because it does have a little bit more of a shine to it. And it's like jewelry in your yard. It adds that little bit of like shine during the day. Really pretty. It also has more of a modern edge to it, more so than some of the others. And then the brand new gunmetal, which is just a real, true, beautiful gray color. Like Guy was saying, his home is blue. This would sit perfectly with this, but you really can't make a mistake with any of them. Because they are high quality, and that's the number one thing, right? You are looking for quality, and we're giving you quantity, all wrapped up in the same package, and we've really seen an advancement in solar lighting technology. So it used to be you could see, oh, well, they have hardwired. They're trying to make it work with that solar lighting. Not anymore. Now your solar lighting is going to stay bright. Over 8 hours, up to 91% brightness over 8 hours. So it's staying bright all through the night for you. These aren't going to flicker and teeter out throughout the night. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, and Tracy, the big deal is, and I know this because through trial and error, if you buy plastic solar lights, you are barely going to get one season out of them. First of all, a lot of them, they're very, very flimsy. They're very, very thin, right? So they're very receptive of heat and temperature change. So they crack, or they melt, or they get foggy. These are real glass. That's never going to happen. All right. And stainless steel on the pole, never going to break on you. They're not going to fade away. And I also know for a fact, the solar panel on those lights is not the same as the solar panel on ours, which is why, to Tracy's point, you get over 90% of brightness after 8 hours. You still get the brightness because of the quality of the solar panel. They're not all created equally. There are very cheap ways to make solar panels, and then there's really good ways to make solar panels. Eveready is a brand that's been around how long?
Over 100 years.
So they're not going to buy cheap because they're going to be like, listen, what goes around comes around. We buy cheap, they're not going to buy them next year.
Well, and they have a reputation to withhold, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't just stick around by accident.
That's why you see at the big retail stores lots of different versions of them. And they, you know,
and brands you've never heard of.
Right, you'll see expensive ones that are good quality, but you'll see brands you never heard from that are made overseas. You don't know where they come from, and they literally, those stores count on those lasting you a year.
Right.
So that you come back.
Right.
And
it's
you
kind of
buy,
like our cell phones.
Right. You buy more and more and more. Why not buy quality the first time? And listen, as I said, 10 years ago, the price for an 8-pack was double this price. Prices have come down because we have a big company that's able to buy in bulk and also gets the best stuff. They have a good reputation, all right? Solar panel prices have come down, which is why almost every other thing you see on any of the social media or TV is, hey, Florida's got a great solar panel thing. You go solar.
Right.
And then you get there and you're like, oh my gosh, not as cheap as I thought. But these, you're getting a great deal on. 8,250 are now gone. Kyle, I would say that's probably what, half? Half our quantity? In the graphite, okay, so we did order a lot of these because we sold out last year.
Yeah.
But they are going very quickly in each of the colors. So if you like the color, remember, we've got graphite here, we have stainless here, and then we have gunmetal. I didn't mess it up, Tracy. And then we have rubbed bronze over here. Everybody that orders will get 10 of these. Think about the possibilities where you could put them, right? Let's read some reviews. And they're all 5-star. Look at this. Look at
worth the money.
The nice reflection on the ground. Not disappointed, right? Count on these lights all year. Even in the snow, I love that.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I know,
Trace.
exactly. Let's see it.
Can you read it?
Yeah, I will say that Eveready is the only brand I will buy very bright and leaves neat star-like pattern on the ground at night. I mean, they're telling you exactly what we're telling you, right?
Yep.
So this is the proof. Look at how beautiful that pattern is too.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
nice.
if you can put these out, multi-feet away from each other because you are getting 24 feet of light. If you want that crisscross pattern on your ground, you can just place them a little bit closer together, but you don't have to put these on top of each other because it's giving that large spray. So it's not going to look like it's a runway. Right?
They're not spotlights.
There's no plane landing.
Right. No, they're not spotlights. They're not searchlights.
Right.
They're warm lights. They're landscape lights. They're there to make your property actually illuminated, but in a soft way. We'll show you some of the before and afters that we have again of, I don't care what anybody says. I'm calling it Nicole's house, even though I know it's not. But I want you to look at some of the houses.
Which is a beautiful house.
That we have. Yeah. Let me tell you, you see my house without lights, completely different. It's It's a little beach cottage. You don't even notice it. With the lights, it looks bigger.
Yeah.
It looks more expansive.
Yeah.
It looks safer. Now, leave that up there for a sec if you would, guys. So house on the left, house on the right. Which one looks more expensive? Which one looks more inviting? Which one is the one you'd rather pull into every night at the end of a long day at work? Do you want to go on the one on the left, which is still a beautiful house, but very cold looking, empty looking, except for the light on in the picture window? I wouldn't think anybody was home. Now, the one on the right, that's where I want to drive in. I mean, I'm ready for dinner. Look at that. Oh, what a beautiful, imagine during the holidays.
Well, and you know what your neighbors are saying? I bet their house is gorgeous on the inside because look at how they take care of it on the outside.
They must have got a raise. They're making more money.
Exactly.
They're not going to know you spent $59 and you changed the complete look of the exterior of your house.
Yeah, I want to get in there. I want to see what it looks like inside.
Right.
That's what those neighbors are saying,
Yep,
right?
yep.
I mean, it's always those fancy neighborhoods that have all the lighting outside. So why not do this for yourself?
Put a for sale sign on the one on the left and the one on the right. Now, I'm not a realtor and I'm not going to try to whatever, but I'm telling you, the one on the right, that's the one I'd go for.
Oh.
And it's the same house.
Exactly.
It's the same dang house.
And when those people move, they can take those lights with them because these are solar lights. They're not hardwired. So you are not making an investment and leaving it there. You are making an investment and you are taking it with you no matter where you go. If you're in a rental property and you just really want to give it that warm touch, you want to make it feel like home, this is a great way to do that. And then you don't have to leave them at your rental property. When you move next year, take them with you to your next property. So you're not investing in something and feeling like you're throwing money away. This is something that's going to keep on giving. It's Eveready. It's a 100-plus-year-old company. You're getting a 2-year warranty. All glass, stainless steel construction. You can only buy Eveready solar lights here at HSN. Go search the internet. You can't find them anywhere, and you definitely can't find a 2-year warranty anywhere else on solar lights.
I mean, look at the basic benefits of having them. First of all, they make your home look better. Your home is more welcoming. There is no maintenance. There is a 2-year warranty on them, which nobody does on solar lights. Come on, it's Eveready. They know you can count on these, and 2 years is just a fraction of how long they're gonna last you, all right? Think about it. No install, you poke them into the ground. There's no wiring. They're automatic. When you're away on vacation, they automatically turn on when the sun goes down. They make your home look lived in. They make your home look like somebody is actually there. So you have that whole safety and security thing. And look, we even had a shot of them in the snow. That's the first time I've seen that. Listen, we got very, very busy. If you want a color like that, it doesn't really matter what color you get. During the day it does, but at night they all look the same. Yeah. But
it's all a beautiful white, crisp light.
It is, I'm telling you, we'll look at the house one more time, all right? So think about it, all right? You're driving to, let's say you're going to your brother-in-law's house. You've never been there. You drive up the driveway. Which one do you hope is your brother-in-law's house? You're like, man, I hope he's the really warm, sweet, nice guy.
Yeah, right.
And not the cold, shut me out guy.
Right.
It's the one on the right. And I mean, honestly, if you buy these today, take a picture of your house before, take a picture after.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee you'll be like, that's the best investment I ever made.
Absolutely. You know what else I love too? There are so many female homeowners out there now,
yes,
right? Buying their own homes. This is something that you can do yourself. You don't have to call a random stranger to come to your house to install these. You're going to do them yourself, and you're going to put them out, and you're going to enjoy them. This is a high quality light fixture that's almost 2 feet tall, right? And this is maintaining that luminosity for 91% brightness for over 8 hours.
That's crazy.
It is staying bright all night long.
Most of them fade. They fade after about 6 hours.
Oh yeah, and
so that's really good.
start flashing. So it's like you have these disco lights in your yard sometimes.
All right.
That doesn't happen here.
$59.99. So they're $50, $55 off if you want to buy them today. We have reduced shipping. Get them home. I mean, you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, and I guarantee when you come home after you've done this, like put them in during the day and then pull up to your property at night, you're gonna be like, that's the greatest thing I've ever done. I mean, we're approaching what, 9,000? Already gone on the day. Wow. You're doing a wonderful job, Tracy. Thank you so much.
You're fantastic. I'm so happy to bring these to you, and you know that we have a bigger assortment than last year.